So unsurprisingly, the Republicans are already making a move on repealing Obamacare. Hilarious, because Nancy Pelosi said not that long ago, I don't even think they'll try it. I think they'll go, this is actually really hard, so let's not do it. Okay, they tried to repeal it over 60 times already. All the evidence in the world is there that there's no question they're going to try to do something, whether it be repeal it or defund it or handicap it or whatever. She's like, no, I don't know. I think they might just leave it totally as is. Okay, no. But so they're already making a move on it. But get this. Along with the repeal of Obamacare, they gratuitously added an amendment to the bill that defunds Planned Parenthood. It never ends. Like, oh, we're going to repeal Obamacare. Oh, no, don't do that. And also, by the way, Planned Parenthood, forget about it. Now, what argument did they make? Because they always, pivot to this point. Well, it's about abortion. It's about abortion, and abortion is wrong, and abortion is bad, so, we don't want any federal funds going to abortion, so we're going to defund Planned Parenthood because of that. Well, first of all, only about 3% of what Planned Parenthood does is abortion. So, do you care about the other 97%? No, of course not. But second of all, we already have the Hyde Amendment in place. The Hyde Amendment was tacked on to like 3,016 bills. The Hyde Amendment makes it that by law, there can be no federal funds that go to abortion. So that's already the case. Whenever there is an abortion, again, only 3% of the services at Planned Parenthood are abortion, but whenever there is an abortion, it's paid for out of pocket by the person who gets it. So there's no federal funds that go to it. But they don't care. They still, it's amazing that they still use that argument. Like, oh no, it's because of abortion and we don't like abortion, so yeah, that's what we're doing here. But no, we just... That's not even the case already. They're not doing that. They're not doing abortion. There's no federal funds that go to it. So for you to say that that's why you're against it, that can't be why you're against it, because they're not doing it. So what is it really about? They just want to take away all the, the cancer screenings, all the services. God forbid there be free clinics. God forbid, you can do family planning and actually have everything organized and have everything taken care of in terms of reproductive rights. I mean, think about that. Do they really want to revert to a time when there was no, there's not family planning and there's not free clinics and it's dog eat dog world out there and, hey, I got pregnant. We could take the morning after pill. Hey, fuck it. There's no place to go to get it. What are we going to do? I don't know. I guess we're having the baby. Because think about it. Let's assume for a second that what they tell us is what they really feel. That abortion is the main issue. Well, I already explained to you why that can't be the main issue, because there's already no federal funds that go to it, so what are you trying to fight against? But even if that is the case, they should be even more in favor of free clinics. They should be even more in favor of Planned Parenthood. Because the studies are crystal clear. When you have more free clinics, when you do family planning, when you have birth control, for example, and the morning after pill, when you have all these things, the actual abortion rate plummets. It plummets. It spikes when you don't have free clinics. So there's a massive contradiction in their belief system. I read an article a while ago, and it made perfect sense. It was somebody who said, look, I'm pro-life. But because I'm pro-life, that's why I agree 100% with liberals on all their reproductive policies. Because if you implement all the liberal reproductive policies, having free clinics, having family planning, having access to birth control, having a place to go where people could talk to figure out what's going on. When you have something like that, well, then the abortion rate plummets. So it's a matter of logic. I want fewer abortions. Okay, I get fewer abortions if I do liberal policies. Boom. But these guys, they can't fucking see straight because they're extremists and they're illogical. And it's just they've chugged the ideological Kool-Aid. And so now they think Planned Parenthood bad, liberal bad. So they're going to fight anything that in their mind is associated with that. So they figure Obamacare, even though it was originally a right-wing plan drafted by the Heritage Foundation, and you had fucking Bob Dole back a similar plan, and Richard Nixon push for a similar plan. But they think a liberal bad, going to be against it. Planned Parenthood bad, going to be against it. Well, then when the abortion rate goes up, and when you have more spread of disease and STDs and all these other issues, well, you know who to thank. Look in the fucking mirror because it's your fault and ain't our fault. And then the final thing I want to say on this is They keep pushing for this full repeal of Obamacare. And the Democrats are trying to figure out, well, how do we fight this? Are you kidding me? Like, you're that bad? First of all, you go out there and you obviously hammer away on the positives of the bill. You guys know I want a single-payer system. I wanted at least a public option. And we ended up getting the weakest kind of reform. But guess what? This reform actually is better than the alternative if we did no reform. So what you do is you go out there and you bring up the facts. Hey, thanks to Obamacare, now there's no more pre-existing conditions. And we have people whose lives were literally saved as a result of that. And they're going to come out and they're going to give a speech about how bad the Republicans are for trying to take this stuff away. Hey, 30 million more people have insurance. You want to take away their insurance? Be my guest. But let's get you on the record. You're in favor of 30 million fewer people having insurance. That's a fact. So, okay, you're the party that doesn't want people covered. You're the party that wants more medical bankruptcies because that's what you're going to get. So you go out there and you hammer away on that. But one of the most important facts is they pretend like they got this silent majority on their side. They act like there aren't numbers on this and people haven't looked into it. There was a poll recently. What percentage of the American people want a full repeal of Obamacare, which is what the Republicans are trying to do? 26%. You're telling me the Democrats can't effectively fight back when the Republicans only have 26% of the American people on their side? That's the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard. What a weak party. Grow a backbone. Fight. Learn the right way to fight, too. Learn the good arguments that there is no response to it. That the Republicans will stand there like when you bring them up. So here we go. You know, the downfall begins. The Republicans not only coming for Obamacare, but also coming for Planned Parenthood because why not? While we're at it, let's take away healthcare from more people. Thanks so much, guys.